Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Welcome to the Louisiana Superdome in Cajun Country, New Orleans. Gus Johnson, along with Chris Collinsworth, the New Orleans Saints, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, pitted against one another in this exhibition contest. Chris, who do you have your eye on in this afternoon's game?
Well, there's no way to break down this football game without talking about the disparity between Josh Freeman and Drew Brees. Now, not in terms of physical skills, but certainly in maturity, certainly in veteran leadership, you have to give the edge to Drew Brees. Josh Freeman could do pretty well today by simply standing on the sideline watching Drew Brees operate this team. I think Josh Freeman's going to be a good one. I liked him coming out of college, but there is a long way to go between being a top college quarterback and being a top NFL quarterback.
All right, let's send it down to the field. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers will set up shop at the 20. Checks down to the short pass. He's wrestled down at the 35.
There's only a handful of quarterbacks in the league that would even dare that throw. Big, strong-arm guy got it in. That was a tough throw.
Freeman hands it off.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
Opts for a short throw.
That's simply good design and execution on the pattern. They work hard all week in practice to make sure that on game day, they have that timing down perfectly.
He throws downfield.
Josh Freeman is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
So, it's fourth down. The Buccaneers line up to punt. He's hit and dropped at the 24-yard line.
That was really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field, get a few yards. You never get upset with a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular, but he got the job done.
And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. It's a pass. He's tackled around the 42-yard line by Rondé Barber. First down and 10. They spot it at the 42. Breeze, hands off.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want. But ultimately, this game comes down to one big man against another big man. And that time, the defense's big men, they won the battle. Drew Brees as the hot hand right now, and of course that surprises nobody, especially this defense. He's one of the most accurate passers in the league, so to stop him, you have to get some heat on him.
Hammered as he lets it go.
They brought the blitz that time, didn't get there, but did throw off the timing of the play to get the incompletion.
Goes through his progression.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
Dumps it out right.
Good defense all over the field that time. They had the deep routes covered, and when they tried to dump it off to the tight end, they were on it.
And the field goal unit is on the field looking for 3 points. And this will be a 35-yard attempt. The kick is good. He'll down it in the end zone. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Has a man short to his left.
Good job by the offense that time. Really nothing there down the field. He just takes a little completion and keeps moving the ball.
It's 2nd down and 6. Ball on their own 24. Passes it downfield. He's brought down at the 42.
Yeah, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice game.
Freeman flips it out. He fights forward to about the 43. Second down and 9. He's going to throw it. Mike Williams is rocked, and it causes an incompletion.
Boy, that was a big hit. I'm not surprised at all he couldn't hold on to that one.
They're looking at 3rd and 9. Searching for an open man.
And if he can get just a little bit more time, there are guys running open down the field. The pressure is getting close, but it's not there. He should take a fraction longer to make that throw.
He'll take off from his 18.
The Saints were having their way with this defense last time out, but were held to just 3 points. They'll look to top that here.
Leaps, and he's got it.
And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch.
Sacked on the play action.
I really liked what they did that time. Nice job by the Buccaneers.
Inside give. 9-yard pickup. And so it will be 3rd down. They line it up at the 41. He gets off the throw.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
Has a man to his right. Little flip.
Drew Brees is making accurate throws on this series. Very good timing with his receivers and a good job by that offensive line giving him time.
Short throw to the right. The stop was made by Alston.
Drew Brees is sort of a streaky passer. You know, when he gets into a rhythm like he seems to be doing right now, he can shred a defense.
First down and 10. Short pass to his left. He's dropped down at the 21. Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score is 3-0. Good coverage downfield.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
That brings up another third down attempt. Still looking for an open man. They make the stop, but the Saints will have a first and goal. New Orleans lines up for first and goal here, trying to make it a two-score game. Evans on the inside handoff. A pickup of about 3. That brings up second down. They line up at the 2. And now we'll see who can get the bigger push. Looks left. Here's a short pass. Comes down with it. Touchdown!
Drew Brees is really just born to play this position. He has great instincts, good arm strength, throws such a nice ball. And all of his teammates really trust him. They know they can count on him to do everything within his power to win the game.
And the point after is good. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Toss. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. They're looking now at 2nd and 8. Passes it short. And I have a feeling this one is coming back. That penalty will move them back a bit.
Sloppy play right there. The one thing you learn as an offensive player is you can't give away yards. They are just too hard to come by.
Gain of 10 on the pass completion. From their own 24-yard line. He's searching for a receiver. Uh-oh! Watch out! And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. They're going to pitch it. Drop behind the line.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
Hit as he throws. Aurelius Ben was his intended target.
Good pressure that time, and they forced the bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
Third down and 10 coming up here. Ball on their own 34. Looking for a man. He's wrestled down at the 49-yard line. Aurelius Ben on the receiving end and his first catch of the game. They line up at the 49. Surveys the field. Complete. Nice catch.
The Buccaneers are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Freeman pitches out to the right. He fights forward to about the 20.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
It's an incomplete pass. Ernest Graham was the intended receiver on the play. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversion so far on this drive. They'll try to convert once again right here. Ingram is there to pick up the ball.
Wide receivers are pretty good at catching the football. They're not always good at running with the football. It takes a lot of strength to hold on to that ball, and he gave it up.
Gets about 4 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Brings up second down and 6 yards to go. He rolls out to the right. Looks to throw it. It's almost picked off. Devery Henderson was the intended receiver. We've got a 3rd and 6. Ball's on the 17-yard line. He throws short. He's tackled at the 23-yard line. Jeremy Shockey with his 5th grab of the game. He gets off the throw. He's brought down at the 47-yard line.
Marcus Colston was picked 4th from last in the 2006 NFL Draft, but boy, has he made a lot of plays for a 7th rounder.
First down, 10 to go. Breeze will hand it off. Just about 3 yards there. Second down. They're looking at a 2nd and 7. Flips it out short. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Third down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. He's going to pass. He's wrestled down at the 27-yard line.
Drew Brees is usually on target, isn't he? Tough throws into tight coverage never seem to bother him. And you know that those receivers out there, even when they're covered, they are still anticipating that he might throw him the football.
It's 1st and 10, and we're at the 2-minute warning. Pass is short right side.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
Dumps it short. And the tackle was made by Rondé Barber. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam! Thank you for smelling great, man. On the ground left side. Great call on 3rd down, and they pick up the 1st again.
And how often do we talk about it? 3rd down conversions. You go back, you look at that statistic at the end of the game, and more often than not, the team that converts on 3rd down comes out on top.
New Orleans trying to go up by 3 scores. He took a shot to the 18.
Yeah, that was definitely not a good play for the offense. I think they were anticipating a blitz to one side. They got it from the other side, and the quarterback ends up getting sacked on the play.
He rolls out to his right. Devery Henderson was his intended target. Third down and goal situation. And the ball on the 18-yard line. And they get to it.
Tremendous effort and good teamwork by the Buccaneers.
So the kicker comes out to try and put 3 points on the board. This will be a 44-yard attempt, and he splits the uprights from way out.
It's a pretty rare kicker that can kick a ball that far with that kind of accuracy. That was just a cannon shot.
Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the NFL. He'll return it from the 1. Gets to about the 24 before going down. Short throw to the left. Mike Williams was the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 2nd down with 10 to go. Good coverage downfield.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Freeman gives it up the middle. And that was a poor series for this offense.
Yeah, the defense barely had to even break a sweat on that one. Defensively, when you can take an offense and get them off the field in 3 plays, that's pretty good stuff.
Bush fields it at the 29.
The Saints offense may be slightly disappointed with how that last drive ended. They held on to the ball for a while, but came away with only 3 on that one.
They can't catch him.
You know, some defensive players, you don't want to throw it in their zone because it might get intercepted. Some guys you absolutely don't want to throw it there because they can turn it into a touchdown going the other way.
Barth is ready to kick this one off. Here we go. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. Saints come back out looking for better results than their last time on the field. He found some daylight. Gains his way to the 39-yard line. That'll be it for the first half of play. The score is 13-7. New Orleans will get it first here in the second half. He makes it out to the 28. Saints will start this drive at the 28-yard line. Has a man to his right. Little flip. Robert Meacham with his 5th grab of the game. Second down, 8 yards to go. So the ball on their own 30. Going up top. He's got room. He'll just jog into the end zone. Whoa! Robert Meacham is proving once again that he's an extremely versatile weapon, passing the century mark and receiving with that reception. Well, they will go for 2 here. Dumps it out right. Hayes knocks it down, incomplete. That seemed like the right call to go for 2.
Yeah, I like the call. I wasn't too crazy about the play call itself. Typically, in that situation, you have a specific play against a specific team that you have great confidence in, and that one just didn't look very special.
Daylight.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Gets it away. He's tackled at the 47-yard line. Mike Williams with his 4th catch of the game. Inside give. Not much, maybe 2 yards on the carry. That brings up 2nd down. They line up at the 45. Freeman hands off on the delay. Dunbar has been on a collision course with the ball carriers. That takedown marking his 5th tackle. And that brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go. He's dragged down on the play.
If a quarterback's really good, he can anticipate that corner blitz because he sees the coverage shift over to that side. Obviously, you can't blitz a corner and leave the guy open without shifting the coverage. That time, the quarterback had no idea.
Reggie Bush is back deep to return the punt. And the ball is down at the 1.
The Saints are looking like a confident bunch on offense right now. If they can put together another touchdown drive here, they'll have a significant advantage.
That's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. It's 2nd and 5 here. He takes a hard hit as he throws. Marcus Colston was the intended receiver.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Third and 5 right here. He lets it go. He's dropped down at the 20. And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
And Gus, I always thought defensive penalties were so much more deflating than offensive penalties. You know, as an offense, you get a chance to make up for it. On defense, though, usually it's big yardage and automatic first downs. And that's a throw you just expect a professional quarterback to make. He doesn't miss those wide open throws like that very often.
Here's the long bomb.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
From their own 35-yard line. Searching for an open man. The pass is tipped away. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
It's 4th down. The Saints lining up to punt. Takes it back to the 33.
The offense has to find a way to put some points on the board, and it has to start happening now.
Still looking for an open man. Darren Sharper was there to bring him down.
The threat of the run is always going to make the play pass more effective, forcing them to respect the run, and that will allow things to open up downfield.
Just gets it off. He's wrestled down at the 44-yard line. 6-yard pickup.
Well, that's a good feeling as a quarterback right there. You see a blitz like that coming, and you get the ball out of there and pick up the first down. Now, as a defensive coordinator, you may be a little more hesitant to call that blitz, and quarterbacks like that.
Inside handoff. Nice running for a gain of 6. 2nd down. So 2nd down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. Freeman hands it off. Just about 3 yards there.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. Freeman with the give. Gains his way to the 30-yard line. On the ground, up the middle. Runs for 8 yards. That brings up second down. And 2 yards away here on second down. He lets it go, but pays a price with a monster hit. Short gain on that completion. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. Just gets it away. Ernest Graham was his intended target.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
And the field goal unit is on the field looking for 3 points. They'll be looking at a 39-yard try. The kick is no good. Saints will begin this drive at the 29-yard line. They're going for the home run. Jump ball! He's got it! What a play! Good gain through the air will set them up with another first down and 10. It's complete. Clutch reception. Looks like a gain of 3 on the pass. Now they're facing 2nd and 7 at the 25. Saints have a good shot at widening the gap even further, starting the fourth quarter deep in enemy territory. Rolling out to his right.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
And third down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. Goes through his progression. He makes another catch. He's had a great game catching passes for 100 yards.
And 100 yards from any of your wideouts is a nice contribution. That really opens things up for your offense.
And he's hit as he lets go of the ball. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam! Thank you for smelling great, man. Breeze with the give. Touchdown, Saints! So the missed field goal opens the door for this offense, and they answer in the form of a touchdown. And the point after is good. Gets to about the 24 before going down. Hammered as he lets it go. Aurelius Ben was the intended receiver on the play.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
That'll make it second down with 10 to go. He is wanting to go deep with it.
Josh Freeman was simply trying too hard that time. He got a little excited and let that ball get away from him. That's something that you'll see from inaccurate passers from time to time.
They line up at the 24. Surveys the field. Can't complete that pass. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
And it appears that the coach will keep his offense out there. Finds a way to get rid of it as he's hit. And he's tackled at the 24-yard line.
You know, this safety is known for his big hits, but that time it was his soft hands that made the difference.
Dumps it out left. David Thomas was the intended receiver. Here's the pass. Misses the receiver, and it's incomplete. Barrett Ruud was defending on the play. They line up at the 24. Bush takes it up the middle. What about that play call?
Well, I always like to see an offense stay aggressive, I guess. But at least in this situation, it's a fourth quarter. You have the lead. I can understand the call.
It's up, and it's good. He's brought down at the 23-yard line. The offense will start at the 23. First down, 10 to go. Freeman hands it off straight ahead. I expected a pass there, Chris.
Well, I understand you don't want to get completely one-dimensional, but at some point you have to crank it up and try and make some plays, and I think that time has passed.
Third down coming up after that incomplete pass. So, they'll go from the 28-yard line. And he's crushed as he lets it go. Michael Clayton was his intended target. Looks like they're going for it here on fourth down. Rolls to his right. Makes the catch. Michael Clayton on the receiving end there, and that's catch number 1 in the game. He's been held in check so far. So it's now 1st and 10 after the big pass play. Handoff to the right. He makes his way to about the 18. Jenkins was there for the stop. It's 1st and 10, and the ball on the 18-yard line. Flips it out short to his left.
The tight end did a good job here selling the block and then going out into his route and making the catch for a decent gain on the play.
A 5-yard gain. And now it's 3rd down. Has a man short to his left. Looks like they'll opt to go for it here. Stop short, and they turn it over on downs. Has a man to his right. Little flip. 8-yard gain on that play. They'll give it off here.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
He passes it. Room to run along the sideline. Touchdown, Saints. Breeze continues to shred the defense. The last completion puts him over 400 big ones for the game. Extra point is good. So, with over 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, our score, the Saints 36, the Buccaneers 7. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers will set up shop at the 20-yard line. Short throw to the left. Reggie Brown is rocked, and it causes an incompletion.
And that's so frustrating as a wide receiver. You know you're going to get hit on the play. Just wrap it up, make the catch, and go to the ground.
Gets the pass off.
Josh Freeman has a reputation as a bit of a wild thrower. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe it looks like he's almost aiming the ball. If he just relaxes and just goes back to the fundamentals of his mechanics, I think he'd be fine.
Good coverage downfield. And that sack will bring up fourth down as the offense couldn't get anything going on the series.
Nice play, but anytime there's a sack, there has to be a number of key things happening, and that time it all came together.
It's 4th and long now after the sack. Bush takes it at the 43. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
No question about it. He needs a little more help out of his blockers than he got right there. This is a dangerous guy, and if he can get in some open space, he can create some problems for you, but just no space to be found there.
They line up at the 50. Feeds it to the back.
That was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively, filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
Here's the throw. And that's a catch. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
The give to the tailback. Hayes is playing with some intensity out there. He's been in on 5 tackles so far. Another run. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. And they line up at the 28. Sure to make an impact on the field are this game's top performers, presented by Gatorade. Hands it to the back. The defense couldn't figure out a way to come up with a stop on that third down attempt.
And let's give that big offensive line a little credit there. They knew they were going to have to drive this defense off the ball, and that's exactly what they did on that one.
He gets another carry. Gets maybe a couple.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
Inside handoff. He's dropped down at the 20-yard line. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man, man. That's going to do it from the Big Easy. Stay with us for top highlights next. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Smell like a man. Man. One player rose above the rest today. Here's the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.